Hello everyone and welcome to a new IK video. This is Ken from 49, and in this video guys I want to talk about my water lightning mixed march. I know this sounds weird, but I built a mixed march which is a water and lightning immortals, which is Ilcid instead of Attila, and mainly I built this march to use against the mixed wind earth marches, which is Alex and Hannibal Barca, because there are a lot of people in my server who are using Alex and Hannibal Barca marches, and it is so annoying to fight against these marches. So this is why I built Ilcid, and currently I'm using him to fight against these marches. Now the reason I choose Ilcid, because his ultimate skill, usually his ultimate skill works as a counter to normal attacks or people who are using normal attacks. You can see that his skill reduces the damage taken by the front row by 30%. It reduces the physical damage by 30%. And whenever they receive normal attack while this skill is active, there's a 65% chance to inflict physical damage on the attacker. However, this 65% chance becomes a 100% if you have his exclusive artifact. So this is why I choose Ilcid. And the reason this march is working very well against the mixed Wind Earth march is also an immortal like Dido. So Dido has an awesome physical defense buff, which is I know it's a bit tricky to read this skill because it says 2000% of the target's level increase. However, the 2000% applies to the target's level, which means that 2000% by 50, it means 1000 physical defense. So Dido skill increases the physical defense of all the immortals around her by 1000, which means that in this case, Ilcid, instead of 4.6 thousand physical defense, he will have 5.6 thousand physical defense. There's also a second part for Dido's skill, which is the chill that increases Merlin's damage, and whoever is inflicted by this chill will have his attack speed reduced by 20%. This also helps a lot against this march because the main source of the damage coming from this march is the attack speed. You can see that Alex has an insane amount of attack speed. The attack speed coming from the dragon's skills, the attack speed coming from Ken Emperor and Zenobia's artifact as well, and the skills they are using as well. So it decreases the attack speed by 20%, it increases the physical defense by 1000, and Ilcid reduces the physical damage taken on the front line by 30%. You can see that his skill also dealt some decent damage. 4 million here coming from Conquest, and here almost 4 million coming from Conquest as well. And I already explained how exactly Conquest works on the video that I was talking about Ilcid Immortal Review. I'll leave the link for this video down below in the description. As for the skills that I'm using, for Ilcid, I'm using Lifelink, Fighting Master, Physical Shield, and I'll show you how Lifelink does wonders in these kind of fights. You can see that when it comes to Alex's damage, he dealt 8 million damage through Lifelink. If we take a look here, you can see that Hannibal took 1.8 million damage from Alex, 2.3 million damage here from Alex. You can see in the skill composition down below, the damage came as a damage transfer from Lifelink. And here, Zenobia took 1.5 million damage. Ken Emperor took 2.5 million damage from Lifelink. So this is why I'm using Lifelink, and I make sure to place Ilcid in front of Alex. And the reason Lifelink is being active all the time is that I'm using Fighting Master. So I don't risk Ilcid to be stunned either from Alex's normal attacks and the dragon skill. So the skill will have a higher chance to be activated, which results in all this damage that is being transferred to his team. For Ragnar, I'm using Ragnar as a tank support because he increases Merlin's damage with his ultimate skill. I'm using Oaken Guard, I'm using Defense Blessing, which are both very important to use against this March. And also I'm using weakness as an aura. For Dido, I'm using assist to protect Merlin. Even though I don't think he needs protection in this fight, but it also reduces the damage taken by 25% while the skill is active. So it helps Dido to sustain a bit too. And I'm using Sacrifice to have a chance to increase Merlin's damage. I'm using Absolute Defense. You could replace this skill, but I don't really give it much thought. For Merlin's skill, I don't usually change my Merlin skill. My Merlin skill stays the same all the time, accompanied by the crit value artifact that I'm using on him. So this is an attack report where I attacked his territory. I'm pretty sure that he has a level 10 Iron Body, but even though I managed to, and I was using a last 10 talent as well. On this one here, this was an attack that I received. It didn't have Bowman full, however, the Bowman doesn't really matter in this March, since the backline works only as a support. And you can see the damage coming from Conquest here, 6 million here, 6.4 million here. And Alex dealt 6 million damage through lifelink. And this is a third report where I used my main March accidentally. You can see that I didn't even stand a chance against the same March that I just showed you guys. And the difference is just huge. So this is just the difference of changing one immortal and a couple of skills. It helps a lot fighting this annoying March. Also, his dragon talents is pretty much max, level 2, level 5, both of his dragon talents. So this is the mixed lightning water march that I wanted to show you guys. It is very, very effective versus the earth wind marches. All you need is just El Cid, Dido, and one damage dealer. You could even replace Merlin or Ragnar. You could do a lot of things with El Cid, Dido. They are an amazing combo, and I will keep using them in the future. This will be all for this video, guys. If you have a better idea to fight against this annoying March, let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and have a wonderful day.